Friends tell me that 22-year-old woman was sweet and humble. Meanwhile, police entered her home of horror, finding blood in the bathroom, a meat cleaver, and her remains stuffed in 2 suitcases. The gruesome discovery happened during a wellness check after complaints of a foul odor. Neighbors say they heard fighting 2 weeks ago between the couple. Police say she was in a relationship off and on with her 23-year-old boyfriend and that he violated her protection order.
Yo, YouTube, what's going on? Trey back again to you all another video. Hope y'all are having a very great day. Hope y'all are having a very great week also. My day is going absolutely magnificent. Big shout out to all the channel members, all subscribers of the Trey King Show family. And much love to each and every last one of you all. And you all, we have a story out of New York by way of Brooklyn. And big shout out to everybody in the great state of New York. Everybody in the great borough city of Brooklyn. Now, before I start this story, I want to send a special shout out to the channel members and also to the subscribers for sending me this story. Basically, really an update because this story took place a while back. But we just had new information came out regarding the story just a few days ago. And that's why this video is taking place. And also, before I start this video, I want to send a special condolences out to the family of Deja Johnson, her family and her friends, because it's very sad and unfortunate what happened to this young lady. Now, this is why I tell you all in all these videos, mostly unless it's one of those videos, you know, we joking around, having fun and games. And even then, I try to have a message because every video should have a message. You get what I'm saying? Because I'm not one of these guys up here to waste my time or whatnot. It's not about the views. It's not about the clicks. No, it's about saving and changing lives. Let's make that clear right there because I have women in my family, of course. I have a sister. I have aunties and stuff like that. And I'll be damned if I let somebody hurt them. So you should feel the same way. And men need to protect the women in their family. But at the same time, women, do not put yourselves in a position where men in your family will have to go overboard and get out of line and end up hurting somebody trying to protect your honor. Now, this story right here also illustrates why I tell you all that you must stop messing with the dusties. Yes, leave the dusty ninjas alone. That's going to make some people mad right now. But frankly, I don't give a damn because it's very sad what happened to Miss Deja Johnson and countless other women stories I have done on this channel. Now, I will say this right here is Deja Johnson was trying to do the right thing in life. She was going to work, coming home. She went out there committing any crimes. So you have to take all that consideration when you're doing these stories also because it'll be a different story if Miss Deja Johnson was out there robbing people or, you know, setting people up to get hurt and she ended up getting hurt and then you try to defend her. But anytime you find yourself dealing with a story with a person who has not done nothing to nobody, they still wind up dead, somebody should stand up for them. And I will be that somebody. Now, the suspect, Justin Williams, 24 years old, has been indicted for murdering and dismembering his ex-girlfriend, Deja Johnson. A sad situation. Now, all this took place earlier this summer where you had Justin Williams, Dusty Butt, basically trying to live off Deja Johnson. And from what I heard and from witnesses have said, also people who say this apartment complex, was that he was very violent and abusive toward Deja Johnson, used to beat on her. Anytime a guy would look at her, instead of him getting mad at the guy or trying to go check the guy like most guys do, he turn around and try to go jump on her. You know what I'm saying? But we call a punk. And also, if a guy smiles at her or if she just speaks to a guy just being friendly, he will punch her and beat her up in front of people. So this guy, Justin Williams, it's like a lot of other guys that I do videos on, just dusties, just don't give a damn. And women, you must demand better also. Now, look, I can demand better, and people in the comment section can demand better for you also. But at the end of the day, the choice is on you. The choice is yours. Now, Miss Deja Johnson put out a protective order against Justin Williams. You know what I'm saying? Had a restraining order against this guy after he kept jumping on her multiple times. But like I tell you all, a restraining order is just a piece of paper. You have to get what we call demon repellents. You know what I'm saying? You have to get something to make somebody go sit their butt down. And most times that takes a gun. You can get a knife, but at the same time, if they got a gun, what you going to do? You know, you can't bring a knife to a gunfight. You feel me? So the best thing to do, if you can legally obtain you a gun. But guess what though? Just say if you can't, still protect yourself. Just don't take that weapon and go hurt nobody. But anyway, Deja Johnson wound up dismembered in her own apartment, yes, by a guy who wasn't even on a lease. And if this is not a wake-up call for women, I don't know what the hell is. But anyway, we'll break the rest down as I read a snippet from this story. I'm going to read a quick snippet from this story, and I am going to give my opinion, all of it. Surely, as we go. Boyfriend indicted for murdering and dismembering New York City woman, stashing her remains in a suitcase. Goes to show you how much somebody really care about you. Now, Justin Williams really got some damn nerve because number one, this wasn't even your apartment. Then you're going to break in this woman's apartment, kill her, dismember her, stuff her remains in 2 suitcases, and then guess what? He's still staying at the apartment. And y'all might be wondering, well, Trey, how in the hell did they know Deja Johnson was still inside the apartment? Because as some of you all may know, when a body decomposes, because you can only spray Lysol and disinfectant and cleaning agents around these bodies for so long, sooner or later, the body's going to start smelling. That's what they call decomposing. So, tenants inside this building area, and some of you all may know this area, for those who stay around this area, tenants started noticing a strange smell. And that's when the tenants alerted the guard. And the guard went to go check the apartment one day. But just so unfortunately, when he went to go check the apartment one day, Justin Williams, and also the guy you see is standing right here, was standing outside the apartment. Now, I don't know why they were standing outside the apartment that day. Maybe the security guard caught them at that moment when they was outside. But I don't understand why the security guard didn't go inside this apartment a lot sooner. You know what I'm saying? Even though Deja Johnson was already deceased. So lo and behold, the security guard ended up calling the police station. The police officers come over, and that's when they discover Deja remains inside the suitcase, inside her own building. Anyway, the boyfriend of a New York City woman who was found dismembered and stuffed into a suitcase inside her apartment has been indicted for her murder. And it's about damn time. You get what I'm saying? Justin Williams, 24, looking at her bit. I don't give a damn about hurting nobody in my life. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about nothing. If I stay with you, I don't have to be on the lease. That's my apartment. 48 in the face. Was charged with second-degree murder in concealment of a human corpse for the murder of Deja Johnson. And poor Deja Johnson was only 22 years old. Her life snuffed out like that. 22, just started out on life. That's why I tell you all, look, the way you start, the way you finish. So be careful with the people that you meet in your life. Be careful with the people that you allow to come in your life. Because guess what? These same people be the main one that end up hurting you later on in life. Anyway, let's continue. Now, Deja Johnson remains were found inside her Brooklyn apartment over the summer. Brooklyn District Attorney Eric Gonzalez has announced on Monday. And also, according to investigators, Johnson went home after work on August 21st and never left her apartment and hasn't been seen alive since then. So like I told y'all, Deja was doing the right thing. And I don't know why the sorry dusty boyfriend wasn't at work trying to better himself also. But you got to ask yourself this right here. Why do some women choose the lowest hanging fruit off the tree? That's what I want to know right there. Not talking down on the dead. No, we trying to talk sense to the living. You know what I'm saying? So get out your feelings in case you are in your feelings. So what I'm trying to say is this right here. You must make better decisions when choosing your spouse, because these same people that you allow to come in your lives, can't you see? Those are the ones that's taking you out this life right here. Anyway, let's continue. On the morning of August 22nd, William stabbed his girlfriend of several years 9 times, 5 times to the front of the torso and 5 times to the back, says Gonzalez. And that's just too damn much. But this goes to show you what people really think about you. You know what I'm saying? You let somebody come move inside your apartment, you cook for them, lay up with them, have sex with them or whatnot, talk about things, and secretly they don't give a damn about you. But guess what, though? Sooner or later, it's going to come out if they really care about you or not. And unfortunately, sometimes you don't get a chance to go back and change things because they have already did something bad to you. That's why I tell you all that you must be very careful. You know, and I'm going to keep saying it until more people pay attention. Anyway, let's continue. Now, Williams allegedly dismembered Johnson's body and stashed her remains inside 2 suitcases and lived in the apartment for a month and used cleaning products to cover up the smell, said the prosecutors. So they go to show you how crazy this guy is. But you're going to have a lot of people in the comment section saying, Trey, he's mentally ill. Okay, if he's mentally ill, then was he mentally ill when he was beating her up? Okay. Was he mentally ill when he told her if she tried to leave him, that her mom would have to bury her? Was he mentally ill then? No, he been threatening this woman the whole damn time. This is what you call a guy who want to have his cake and eat it too. You get what I'm saying? So this is basically somebody just being very controlling. Every case is not mental illness. Now true, he's crazy as hell for staying inside of an apartment with a deceased body inside of it, even though he killed the person that's inside there. But just think of the nature that you would go so far stabbing somebody to death, which is very personal. You know what I'm saying? And then you take out time, use a meat cleaver to dismember the person, and then you try to clean up the smell or whatnot, clean up the mess. But this is what one of the tenants inside the apartment buildings had to say. The tenant said this right here. The guy, he's been abusing her for a long time now. When she moved in, he's not on her lease or nothing like that. A neighbor told the news station. If she's looking at a guy or if she's by anybody, he'll just like smack her. And women, do not let nobody put their hands on you. First of all, you know what I'm saying? The first time a guy put their hand on you should be the last damn time. You get what I'm saying? And no, I'm not up here trying to sound like no simp to those ignorant fools out there that want to say stuff like that. Just imagine if that was your mom, your grandmother, or your sister or niece, or even your daughter, would you feel the same way? But at the same time, what's even more worse, like I told y'all a couple minutes ago, even though he did dismember Miss Deja Johnson, was the fact that Justin Williams' ex-girlfriend was caught on camera using her food stamp card. Yes, around here using this woman's food stamp card, knowing what happened to her. And the guy that was with Justin Williams outside that apartment probably helped dismember her too, but we really don't know. I wonder if they caught him yet. And also, if I were Deja Johnson family, I would try to seek out these other people and try to see what really happened and if other people are involved in this, because maybe this other person was involved in Miss Deja Johnson being killed. But anyway, you all let me know what you think about this story. There's anything I may have missed or misinformed, which is not my true intent. Please let me know in the comment section, or you can email me and we can talk about it more there. If you like the video, push that like button. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel. Become a channel member. Also, share the video with your family and friends. Till next time, you all stay blessed. And I will see you all soon on the next Trey King Show. And guess what? I'm out.